The yoni is a stylized representation of female genitalia, representing the goddess Shakti. Shakti is the Hindu personification of the Great Mother. Shakti has assumed different roles throughout history, including Kali, Durga, and Sati. On the yoni, we see 3 rectangular levels surrounding a middle square, representative of the cosmic womb. In Hindu philosophy, yoni is the origin of life. From Central America, we have the Hunab-Ku symbol. It symbolizes the source, the womb of creation. The Hunab-Ku represented the gateway to new forms of consciousness. The Hunab-Ku symbol is oftentimes called the galactic butterfly. The Mayan god Itzpapalotl is a representation of our black sun and is also represented by a butterfly. This is because the black sun transforms our intent into reality, just like how butterflies are transformed from caterpillars. It's said that Itzpapalotl wore an invisible cloak so no one could see her, meaning the black sun is currently out of our physical perception. She is ruler of Tamuanchan. According to the Florentine Codex of Sahagun, Tamuanchan means we go down to our home. Tamuanchan, ruled by Itzpapalotl, is a paradise for the gods. This paradise being down, home of the gods, Itzpapalotl being the transformative butterfly, this is all talking about the paradise beneath our feet, where the physical black sun resides, through the cosmic womb, the hole at the center of our plane. Like the name Tamuanchan means, we go down to our home. Let's get back to ground zero. I'm sure a lot of you were thinking about the 9/11 memorial in New York titled Ground Zero. At the memorial, we have two black cube fountains. The water in both are falling into a center abyss. NASA shows us a hexagon on Saturn. And like I've said in previous videos, we're inside of Saturn right now. The Star of David is representative of this hexagon, and it's everywhere around us in various forms. The cube turned on an angle is seen within the hexagon. We are inside of the hexagon, inside of the cube right now. The Saturn hexagon, which is also a cube, is the instrumental location of this reality's projection. And because we live inside of the projection, you could say we're inside of the cube. Ground Zero not only is a black cube, but is very similar to the Yoni, the womb of creation. This monument is telling us the same story. Go to the center. Ground Zero, as the Trinity bomb already established, is right below where the Tree of Life used to stand, in the center of our plane. Through this opening is where those of us with original bodies will leave the cube. This matrix is the hexagon, which is the cube. Ground Zero is like the inverse of the Kaaba at Mecca. So while the Kaaba represents staying in the cube, Ground Zero represents leaving the cube, through the womb of creation. Here are the coordinates of the Ground Zero monument. Reduced once, we get the numbers 21 and 7. Both of these numbers divide evenly by 7, so we get 3. 3 is the Trinity. 7 is Oz, the land of Osiris. And to enter this land, we must go where there is zero ground, the holy opening. The mythical paradise of Hyperborea is through this opening. Hyper means beyond, and Borea refers to the aurora borealis that shoots out of the center. Hyperborea is beyond this green astral light. The Greek poet Pindar represented Hyperborea as a world of utter perfection. Never the muse is absent from their ways. Lyres clash and flutes cry, and everywhere maiden choruses whirling. Neither disease nor bitter old age is mixed in their sacred blood. Far from labor and battle they live. The green astral light can be seen as divine data. It's the vehicle for the black sun's powers. This is why there is such thing as the collective consciousness. This vril is surrounding us and showering down on us every moment, like the green data raining down in the matrix. This astral energy is the data stream coming from the black sun, powered by our intent. In David Bowie's last album, the main single was titled Black Star. The music video shows a black sun emitting green energy. The main mantra of the lyrics is, "In the villa of Ormond stands a solitary candle, in the center of it all." Ormond in Swedish and Norse means serpent. The serpent is the reason that we as humans were said to have left the Garden of Eden. The serpent is synonymous with Satan, who is said to run this world. It's obviously an allegory, but the story is telling us that we used to live in a paradise through the center of our plane. And after being stuck on this side of the plane for many incarnations, we live in a matrix run by satanic principles. We're in the Villa of Ormond right now. This solitary candle is the astral light. It's in the center of it all. Bowie is trying to tell us with this video and cryptic lyrics that at the center of our plane is the exit out of this matrix. We are in the Villa of Ormond right now. Through the exit hole is the land of perpetual twilight. When we leave this place, we will actually see the black sun looking pretty much identical to what Bowie's video has presented. The single's artwork shows an indentation at the center of a grid. There's a grid placed on this plane. Right now, we are on the grid, on the checkerboard. Through the center is the way out of the grid. Bowie's message is clear. When we go through this vortex, up becomes down. In Black Star, Bowie says, "We were born upside down, born the wrong way round." In Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, this concept of being upside down is apparent. The pirates are trapped in Davy Jones's locker, which is the land of the dead. Jack Sparrow deciphers a clue on a map, realizing his ship must be capsized to return to the living world.
Now up. Now.
Right before shifting dimensions, there's a green flash in the distance, the same emerald color as the astral light, the aurora borealis. You could say we're in Davy Jones's locker right now, and we must go down to come up. We're not supposed to be in a place that's based on money, time, limitation, all these things that make our divine essence uncomfortable. Our genetics have been altered to contain reptilian DNA. Our brains have a reptilian core of them that is responsible for fight or flight, so our own bodies and minds are at odds with themselves. Duality is an illusion, but it's easy to see things as dual when we're locked in these bodies. For many of us, we will be placed back into our original bodies. We've been uploaded into this reality and remain sleeping, just like in the Matrix or in Avatar. We are supposed to go through the gateway at the center and drink from the living water so we can achieve everlasting life and get out of this matrix. And that's why our compasses tell us to come pass. The arrow is guiding us to our destination. Heaven on earth is coming, and this is how we're also gathering for the journey to the center. A lot of people want specifics, but I'm telling you, now's the time to focus on raising your frequencies, living from your heart, sun gazing, earthing. And if you feel inclined to, start making videos about this. You can use my content as much as you want, and the more people we have helping out, the sooner this mass exodus to the center will initiate.